how you doing? Welcome back, it's Charlie. It is Tuesday morning, July 27, 2021. It's about 10:31 in the morning. Excuse me. And I am just coming back from the Social Security office. Excuse me. Trying to get things done here. Oh boy. If you're considering a move to California, Earth Cafe is behind me. There's the Presbyterian Church. I'm on my way to the Methodist Church right now to see about getting some help with food. All right. So I kind of said that because, yeah, it's. I think that unless you have quite a substantial. Let me take a break. Income to live here in California, it's going to be quite challenging and expensive. California used to be a pay-to-play kind of state. You know, you wanted to do anything, amusement parks, beach, whatever. You know, your main concern was a vehicle, paying for parking. That's pretty much it, really. You know, parking would be the most expensive thing normally to come out here and go anywhere and play in California. Now, if you're going to go anywhere, you really... I say this because little by little over the course of several decades, California has becoming pay to live. I mean, my biggest thing that I remember was the toll freeways. They turned commuter lines or carpool lanes into fastway or fast track lanes. That meant instead of carpooling, they saw the benefit of, hey, if everyone's going to carpool or whatever, or take an express route, then we might as well make them pay. And that's what they've done, I think, since, I don't exactly remember, since late 80s, early 90s, I think. Some of the freeways in Orange County were, you know, commuter lanes to pay. Well, I guess this morning it was kind of announced that they want to make it so if you come into a city, San Francisco is what I'm talking about, that if you live outside of the city that you're gonna, I just quickly, vaguely caught of it. I was just thought it was ridiculous. I was shaking my head. So yeah, if you come into like Frisco or some certain areas, you're gonna have to pay a toll or a entrance fee, something alluding to the fact that an average cost, if you do it on a daily basis, it's gonna cost you like $1,000 or some. They ran off some sort of numbers if they were gonna do that. That's just, you know, here in California, unless you live here, you know exactly what I'm speaking of. You pay. There's everything that you pay for. There is almost a fee for everything. You know, grocery bags, ATMs, whether it's this or Uber or Postmates, everything has a fee now. Most likely around you, maybe not where you are, but certainly here in California, it is very, very expensive. And it's only going to get more. So airline fees are definitely going to go up, and that's everywhere. The shortage of jet fuel and stuff like that. And it's just that, you know, there's just the lack of people, you know, personnel, you know, transporting goods, trucking and stuff like that. That's one thing that they kind of fail to notify the general public when they're announced, oh, well, there's going to be a food shortage or blah, 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 or gas shortage. They don't go into the particulars. I think it was yesterday that Governor Newsom said that unvaccinated people are causing deaths. Those that choose not to get vaccinated, quote unquote, are causing. And again, the president said the same thing, which I find very wrong and somehow slanderous and liable, because of the fact that there is a great percentage of the population that cannot be vaccinated due to medical reasons, due to religious purposes, and just there's nothing there now that can prove that it is 100% effective. If it is, then why are they asking those that are vaccinated to mask up? Why is it now that the ones that are vaccinated are contracting this Delta variant or whatever? So no. And you know, somehow the percentage of the unvaccinated, now check out for yourself. The percentage of the unvaccinated doesn't really, it seemed to go up. You know why? I guess, well, all the immigrants, because now here in California, they announced that if you're an immigrant and you don't have Social Security, and you just recently here, you can apply for the parental child assistance, so you'll be able to get the $3,000 or whatever it is. So they're also, those kind of folks, immigrants, freshly new arrived immigrants are able to get this kind of help, which I find distressful and aggravating and upsetting. And as I turn on the news this morning, it turns out that, yeah, over 170 people that were homeless in Venice. Now, good for them. You know, that's good. They said over 170 people got permanent, not temporary. They said permanent housing for those that chose to be housed, which I'm sure is a great deal. Small percentage, because it's only actually a small percentage actually choose to be homeless. So it's not like the general consensus, oh, you're homeless, you just want to be homeless and do whatever. No. So 170 people. Now I'm guessing that number is the ones that accepted, and there weren't too many, maybe a couple of hundred, I think, or something on the boardwalk. And there still is, so, and they're still working on getting folks housed. And I think that also goes, I don't remember exactly what it was for the number of homeless people or people that got housed, permanent housing at Echo Park, but there was a great deal that did get housed for those that did accept. I got off the phone, you know, I was on the phone this morning and got off and venting my anger and frustration on, see, there's nothing here in Pasadena. And the consensus was on my side that, yeah, Pasadena is very shallow and doesn't want to really, pretty much being selective of who and what they help. And it was brought up to me, well, the people in Venice are poster children. That's fine. I understand that, but at least they got permanent housing, whereas the ones that they put poster child or children here in Pasadena for the housing is very, very few and far between. And if you go to the website, you'll see, check the dates of the last huge successful stories and housed and stuff, very few and far in between. You know, so that website is great and everything. But all the functions, all the dinners, all the comedy shows, all the expensive dinners that they put here to get money allocated for the housing situation and the homeless situation here in Pasadena, seems to be more for pay for the employees. Because as I go to the website and see, there's really not And you can only fit so many people over here at Centennial, the SRO building over here, the single room occupancy. You know, there's no housing here. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty upset. I'm very, very frustrated. I'm not really getting. And I know that it was pointed out to me, well, Charlie, you know, a lot of it's got to do with opening up, and I know that I do give the benefit of the doubt. That's why, you know, I have to, when I get home, I try to recompose myself, and it's just like, okay, relax. And, but, you know, outside of this city, things are getting done. I even mentioned this morning when I was talking to this person, you know, maybe I should have just walked out and taken a bus and go over to Venice and get housed, because I'm, after what, 3-4 years am I going on? I mean, I'm grateful that I'm housed and everything, but it's not what I've wanted. It's not what I've needed. And with my health deteriorating, and yes, that's also, my mental faculties are just slowly diminishing, and I'm doing my best. Whatever fingernails are left, holding on, just trying to keep my composure. It's so hard. It is so hard. The dental still. I have broken teeth everywhere in my mouth and still haven't been able. Have to go because I have the covered California Health, LA, whatever. If you're in California, you know what I'm speaking of. Here, because I'm in Pasadena, it's limited. I have to go through my card facility or my carrier or my medical center to get referrals to whatever it is. I can't simply go to a doctor. I have to wait on referrals to this and that. And the worst part about it is that they're just handing out the referrals, so they're not really checking to see whether the insurance is going to cover it or not. That's an assumption, even though they're part of their healthcare network. Yeah, it's just, it is not behooving of someone to come out here to California unless you are single or you really have a high income. But even then, you're going to be spending your income on rental and living. And when it comes to enjoyment, I mean, in this beautiful state, you would be hard pressed to find the time or the money allocated just to have some enjoyment here. I mean, honestly, it is, since last year, to me, I think the cost of living has gone up. Definitely 10%, 12% at least, if not, definitely 12%. Over 6%, definitely, but it's incredible. I'm just glad, really, that I never got to the point where I bought a vehicle and stuff like that. And I would have been more frustrated being stuck with a vehicle that I can't drive now. I mean, maybe it would have been okay to have money, you know, it would have been kind of savings and stuff like that, but I would have most likely taken a loss and just wanted to get rid of it and get rid of a beast of burden, just so I don't have it constantly nibbling at me. That's why I put the scooter in the closet so I don't see it. Every time I come into my room, you know, it's right there. I was just on this thing. I was just riding this thing a few weeks ago, and it's a flat tire. I can't even go in and see the screws and everything. I can't do meticulous work like that. Just a few weeks ago, bro, man, just a few weeks ago. And also, I would like to quickly address to the person that made a comment a while back ago. I do not live off donations. I don't know what the general consensus is of that person or anybody that watches any one of my videos, but let me just state, definitely for the record and the clarity, because if not, then the IRS would have been all over my head. But my intake of whatever that is less than about $100. Last year was the most, and that was the highest because I got the scooter and everything was shut down and everything, and definitely. But I know that me being on YouTube and having my PayPal thing there, and I know that everybody, that the most common, no. If it was, do you really think I would still be in this housing situation? Do you really think I would have been constantly working as much as I was? There is one person that started following me a while back ago and almost on a consistent basis donates a few dollars, and the amount is small but ever so humble and most appreciated, because the amount that this person donates is definitely a biblical. It is going to a psalm that the person that gives the most to a church or whatever is buying their way into heaven. This other person that donates is, and I know where the money is, where the donations are coming from. It's coming in a part of a world that has a lot of trifleness. I mean, it's been in war since time began, and this humble and beautiful amount comes like you wouldn't believe. So no, and I know that there's some of you that say, well, Charlie, you don't have to explain yourself. No, I know that, but you know, I am not your average YouTuber. Okay, I don't have deals. Whatever ad you see on my channel that comes up, I am not monetized. I don't get paid for that. That's YouTube making money off my show, off my channel, because I am not at the partnership level where I can be monetized. And that's because I started posting videos of her with the profanity and stuff like that, and at the amount of subscribers I had, it wouldn't have made a difference. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, my friends. I have no money, and it wasn't until the next morning when I got back from Universal. I don't know, I think maybe from getting off the bus that afternoon, and I thought I put my bus pass. That's another bus pass I lost, because I had to go to the county building the other day, and as I was making my way, it just wasn't there. It was only $9.34 left on the card. So, but I can't see very well when I'm shoving things in I got my pen, you know, and it's like, I am a mess. I got all my paperwork, and I am a mess. Coming over here, and this is the Methodist church. This is the food pantry church over here for those that need, both homeless and financially, because there's 2 different programs, I think, or 3 different programs here. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm going to see about trying to get go from the homeless program that I was, because I haven't been here in quite a while, because I'm still under that guise of so that kind of means that if you register as homeless, they will do their best to give you canned goods or products that you do not need a can opener. Unless you state that you have a can opener, then they will work with you. They're very accommodating here. It's a very, very, very awesome. This place is lovely. I mean, I know a few of my followers that are here in the area, or that have lived here in this area, that know about this church. This is also the church where they filmed Transformers, the first one, coming down, up and down the aisle, just doubled in length, so it made it look like the building was huge and long. This is a Methodist church, beautiful. So, all right, my friends, let's see what I can do. And see, there's a person right there just walking out. All right, folks. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Be kind to each other. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, what we're doing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, and just don't move to California. And if you have children, if you are single and have an income, honestly, of at least $100,000, because the insurance, the fuel, and apartments, just here, especially here in Pasadena, you'd be hard pressed to touch something for $1,100-$1,200 a studio. 400 square feet if you're lucky for that price. 400 square feet. Oh my God, that is it's micro living. Anyway, I will post when I can. Comments, good or bad, and yeah, go ahead. I'm just out here trying to see what I can get accomplished. All right, folks, I love you all. Stay safe, be smart, and be kind. Bye-bye.
After the fruits, does he have 3 after dinner? No, he gets 1 more. Let's give him a Slim Jim. So Dan's done. Oh, that would be good. That would be very healthy. That's smart.
Still waiting in line to get something.
Okay, so
All right, just as a little added epilogue, just wanted to show you folks, this is what I got. It's a little bit of stuff and food. I lucked out because I ended up getting, and I guess maybe because I reached a milestone, I guess, in my age. Some places like this, if you reach a certain age, 50, 55, or senior, whatever the status is, you'll get something. And I think I ended up, I get a Target gift card for $10, which is perfect because I'll use that later on. And then they also have this from the kids. I love this. They used to do this also. They do this every so often in places like this. Inspire us people that need it. So that's all right, my friends. I got something done. I got some things done, accomplished. So tomorrow's another day, and we'll see how far I get.